Hey guys, tonight I'm going to be showing you how to oil the valves of your trumpet. I have here my old student model Holton trumpet, B flat. The reason I'm using this trumpet is because the valves are very, very sticky and not very good. I want to use a horn anyway that would demonstrate them going from kind of slow to working better after you oil them with some good old valve oil. I have here some Giardinelli valve oil. And I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do this, going from quick and dirty to probably the most effective way. And I will do each way on each different valve with the first, second, and third. Without further ado, let's oil some valves. First, we're going to be starting with oiling our first valve here. And the way I'm going to tell you how to do this and show you is by going through the bottom valve cap. Now, you're not going to need to unscrew it or anything. You can just leave it on. This is probably only ever going to be used in a quick emergency, maybe in a performance setting. You can just oil it right through the bottom hole right here in the cap. And so I will do that and demonstrate. And it would basically just look like this. Just put the nozzle of the valve oil in here and just squeeze the bottle a couple times. Kind of shake the horn a little bit and let the oil get in there. Depress the valve a few times, and then what I like to do when I rotate my valves, or when I oil my valves, is to rotate the horn a little bit and make sure that the oil gets all over the valve on the inside of the casing. So do something like that, and then it should oil it a little bit. Now, that doesn't do too much, but if your valve is really stuck or not doing too well, oiling it from the bottom will at least do a little bit of something. Second way we're going to learn how to oil your valves is through the slide. So we're going to be doing this on the second valve because it has the shortest tubing, and you can actually see the valve right through the tubing here. If you can see right there, you can see the valve moving a little bit. So the way you do this one is you just have the valve in here, and you just, similarly with the bottom valve cap, you just put the nozzle in the tubing and you just squeeze the bottle a little bit onto the valve, and then move the valve a little bit. And then, like I said, what I like to do is rotate the horn a little bit, make sure that the valve gets oiled in most of the places. And then top it all off, put the slide back on. Last way we're going to learn is what I think of the most effective way. Involves taking the valve out of the casing. Some people like to only take it part way out like this, and I'll show you that first. So only part way out. And what they like to do from here is just oil the part that sticks out. So kind of like that. And just put the nozzle right above the valve and squeeze it a little bit, and you'll get plenty of oil coming out of the bottle. And then what you do is you just slide it right back in and twist it in. And the valve should be working much better than it was before. The alternative to that is to, instead of just oiling the very top part of the valve that's sticking out when you unscrew it, is to take the entire piston out. I wouldn't recommend this unless you're pretty careful with your valves, because it's really easy to damage a piston when you take it out of the casing. Like if you drop it, it's going to be damaged and it's going to cost a lot of money to repair or get a new piston. So those are the 3 ways that I think are best in different situations to oil your valves. And if you could feel these valves right now, which you cannot, you'd see that the third valve is oiled and moving the best, because you use the most efficient method of oiling, and these 2 aren't as good, but they're more functional than they were before. So that's all.